a skyscraper.
That was stupid. What is up, Flick fans, and welcome back to my channel. I just watched the brand new Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie, Skyscraper. And clearly this was a movie made to be somewhat of a take on what Die Hard used to be, except in the modern era with a man who is a lot bigger than Bruce Willis. That is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You can believe this man can do anything, especially in a film like this. If you guys don't know how my reviews work, I like to talk about the good, the bad, and then give you my score. Please stick around on my channel because I have 2 more reviews coming to you, hopefully before Saturday. Let's get right into this. So I don't really need to explain to you the plot of what Skyscraper is, because if you've seen the trailer, you have basically seen the entire movie, but I will tell you it's about a man who is doing some stuff with the tallest building in the world and his family gets stuck, and it's up to him to save them and figure out the plot that's going on within this building that makes it a little bit more convoluted than it needs to be. But I will say that I thought The Rock, as always, did a great job in this movie. You know, the more I see him, the more I'm starting to realize that the guy has potential for some serious acting chops, and I'm talking like an Oscar caliber performance. I'm not saying he can do that well. I'm just saying if you put him in a movie like that, maybe he could give you a performance that's that good. The cinematography, some of the shot selection, and the way that the backgrounds were portrayed, even with all of that CGI, I thought it was super well done. Something else that I really loved was the suspense that was built during all of the action scenes, all of the climactic things that were happening when The Rock was literally scaling this building. I'm not kidding, my chest was actually hurting watching him scale this building. My last thing that I will say is this director has chops because he did a good job. He told his actors exactly what they needed to do. They conveyed the emotion that they needed to. Like I said, I love the shot selection, and I love the way that the camera moved, and I know that's a weird thing to say. I'm not saying it's like, oh, this is the best cinematography of the year, but for a movie like this, on this scale, with the trailer that I didn't like at all, I was very surprised in that regard, and once again, he did a very good job of building you up and getting that payoff. Now here's where the movie started to lose me, and that is the story and the plot and the MacGuffin. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but I am going to get into light spoiler territory, only telling you things that were in the trailer. And oh, by the way, since we're in the negatives, the freaking trailer gave away the entire movie. If you don't watch trailers, you're in great shape. But if you do, every little like minute detail, not the twists and the turns, but the things that are happening involving the action scenes, you really get the entire gist of the plot. And I knew what was going to happen from that, and also because it's like one of the most predictable cliche when a character was going to shoot another character. I called it right before it was going to happen when one of the good characters was about to turn bad, which happened like 3 times in the movie, and vice versa. I called it, and I called it. I'm like, okay, this thing could not get more predictable. This guy's about to do that, and boom. Oh, the villains. Okay, the main villain was pretty cool. I liked his accent. The other ones, you can see the twists and turns coming from a mile away, or according to the movie, 2 miles away. And the ninja lady, she just felt really out of place until there's a samurai sword at the end. Then it started to feel in place. And I know it takes place in Hong Kong, but you don't have to throw that many cliches at us. I get it. I understand what you were doing, but I was just like, okay. And then the villains also have some of the worst aim. You think stormtroopers are bad? Wait till you see how many times they completely miss. And I'm not even talking about The Rock. They missed 3 or 4 of our main characters so bad. The CGI was mostly good, but at the end, you start seeing fire surround certain characters, and I'm just like, okay, now it's starting to look really fake. And the entire end sequence, while it was cool and I liked the execution, the look of it was just the fakest looking things in the entire movie. Like I said, predictable. The MacGuffin of the movie looked like Iron Man's chest plate, and I couldn't stop thinking about that. But even the reason that it existed in the first place, it's like, okay, that's your explanation? That's why you're hiding that from these people? What? I get it, it's important for you, but to do this? What? And so many things felt convenient in this movie. My gosh, wait till you see these characters like right about to die and then this happens, and I know that's what they're going for. It's supposed to be cheesy and you know our main characters aren't going to die. Okay, I understand, but if you want cheese, you stay with cheese. This tone of the film was so inconsistent. It gave us cheesy, it gave us corny, it gave us bad one-liners, but then it tries to get so serious on us with the relationship between The Rock and his kids, inserting back and forth between him and his wife, and it's like, please pick a tone. If you could pick a tone and stick to it, you are either Die Hard or you are either shredding all of the cheese, and they were doing both, and it just wasn't working for me. Also, I liked our husband and wife, but the kids, I'm sorry, they weren't annoying, they didn't get on my nerves, but just the lines and the dialogue, Daddy, they didn't really seem that concerned. There was some crying and some coughing from the asthmatic, but it felt like they should be freaking out a little bit more because they were very calm. I know they're The Rock's children, but they were abnormally calm to be in a burning building, the tallest building in the entire world. Look, maybe I'm nitpicking Skyscraper, and I know it's not a movie that needs to be nitpicked. It's supposed to be fun, summer action, and adventure. Turn your brain off and watch The Rock do things that no human in the history of anything could ever do. But you know what? These things just bothered me, and like I said, if it would have picked a tone and stuck to it, I would have been okay. But overall, I'm a little disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I saw the trailer and didn't like it. But I will say there were elements that I really liked. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what this director, and of course Dwayne Johnson, does next. I'm going to give Skyscraper a 52%. Not a bad movie at all. There are great elements. It didn't do everything it needed to do to sustain being a good film, and that's kind of disappointing. But the most important thing is, what did you guys think? Did you like Sky Hard or Skyscraper? Are you a fan of Dwayne Johnson? What should my next ranking video be? Leave a comment and definitely leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate everything that you guys do for my channel. Today's comment spotlight comes to us from Evan Rapiso. I hope I said that right. He says, dude, you are the best YouTuber on earth. Look, I have to humbly disagree because I know many YouTubers with less subscribers than me that are better than me, but you know what? I do this because I love it. I do it for fun. I do it for you guys. Thank you all for the comments and seriously everything that you do for me. You guys are the absolute best. Be sure to hit all the links in the description below and check out MovieBabbleReviews.com for some awesome articles and movie-related things that I know you guys will love. You are the absolute best, and I'll be back early tomorrow morning for a Netflix review. I will catch you later.